If you feel like your caregiving role has swallowed you whole, this episode is for you. In the next few minutes, I want to show you that exhausted, stuck, invisible feeling that you're carrying. It has a name, and it is not the end of your story. If left unspoken, it can lead to depression and disconnection, not being able to live the life that you thought you had. And that can lead to full burnout, but this is not inevitable. And if you're a stroke survivor listening to this episode, it might help you understand a little bit about what your care partner is going through, how they have had to take on additional roles and responsibilities, and that they want more than anything for you to recover. And if you, the care partner, are wondering, just that little voice in the back of your head that asks, is this my life now? I want to tell you that we're going to get into it in this episode, and this does not have to be your story. You, the care partner, have had to take on a new identity. You might be working, you might be retired, or you might be caring for a sibling, your spouse, a parent, whoever that is. It's still a caregiving role that you weren't trained and educated about. Us in the medical field just dictated to you what you needed to do and how you needed to do it and why you needed to do it. We didn't give you the tools to help you integrate that into your existing life. And we sure as heck didn't stop to ask, how are you doing? How are you coping? So I was speaking at a caregiver support group. And it is so important that you also feel seen and heard and understood. And I started out by asking one question. If you could change one communication challenge, how would it change your relationship? Slowly, silence. And then slowly, people began to share. After the group ended, one gentleman stayed behind, and he told me everything that he was carrying. It wasn't dramatic, it was resigned. It was the first time in my years of being a speech pathologist and having these conversations with care partners that the emotion had a name for it. Resignation. You're resigned to your role. And what I also realized is most care partners aren't resistant to having help. They just don't believe that there's help that was designed for them or help that is actually useful other than somebody else just telling you what to do. So here's the message, and what I have learned from hundreds of hours of speaking with care partners. You haven't failed. You have been surviving. You became the everything for your stroke survivor. And now you don't even know what you want to eat for lunch, right? Just making those simple decisions for yourself each day is exhausting. And I'll tell you, there's lots of care partners for that very question. They choose not to eat. They stop taking care of themselves because they are so busy and they are so mentally overwhelmed. This is not weakness. This is what the research calls role engulfment. How do you like that for a term? So I led this episode saying that we are going to name it role engulfment. So here's what is the part of role engulfment. Constant exhaustion, loss of self-care, emotional detachment. You stop being a partner, the friend, the artist, the book club goer, the one who used to laugh at the dog and the cat videos on Instagram. You used to plan vacations and look forward to the future. But now your role is the scheduler, the medication manager, the chef, the chief bottle washer, the chauffeur, the advocate, the buffer, and the quiet witness to decline. Your brain adapts like it's your full-time job, but your heart never agreed to disappear. You can love your person and still want yourself back. And I highly encourage you to shift that mindset that you don't have to give up yourself to be a caregiver or care partner. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to help your survivor. In fact, we're going to find a way to help you turn that mindset around. This isn't about going backward. It's about reclaiming what was buried. And if you've been stuck, if you feel numb, if you feel exhausted, it may be that nobody ever told you that there is a different way. So I have a question for you. What if you didn't have to choose between being a care partner and being yourself? Sit with that for a second. What if you didn't have to choose? What is one small moment in a week? Better yet, what is one small moment in a day that could belong to you again? Is it taking a walk? Is it listening to a song? Is it listening to a podcast? Is it, and this is my personal favorite thing, putting my toes in the grass while I stand underneath my favorite oak tree? I don't do it for very long, but that is my moment. That is my time when I get grounded, when I recharge, when I just breathe and smell the air. I listen to my chickens in the distance. I watch my dog run around the yard, and I think about something I'm grateful for. And then I put my shoes back on and I walk back in the house and get to it. So what is one small thing you can do today that is yours? Whatever that is, I don't want you to judge it. I don't want you to think, but how is this going to make a difference? How is this going to help me? I need you to let that go. If you've been surviving quietly, here's your reminder. You didn't choose to disappear. Life just got louder than your own voice. Wow, let that sit for a second. Life just got louder than your own voice. But that doesn't mean it's gone. There's a way back to you. If this episode landed for you, if you were surprised that there's a name about role engulfment, I have another story I'd like you to read. It's called Lisa and Elena. And it's about two care partners who started from the same place but found very different paths. We will link the Lisa versus Elena story here, wherever it's going to pop up. I don't know which corner it's going to pop up in. And we will link it in the show notes below. Please click on that link and see yourself in that story and understand which one are you, Lisa or Elena. Until next time, listen for life and take back what matters.